Hey, good morning, everybody. Chris 70 here on the Morning Drive. Hope you're all doing well today. I want to give a little due diligence tips and tricks. I'm not sure they're really tricks, but some things I do as part of my due diligence that I think have been helpful along the way. First is O&E reports. When you get an O&E report, whether it's a contract for deed or note, make sure that you let your attorney know, who's going to review that O&E report, who it is you're buying it from. Because on a note, there could be an assignment that says it's from Bank of America, but it's actually hasn't been assigned to the company you're buying it from, and there is no way for your attorney to know that. They're just going to look at the O&E report and say, okay, the chain looks clear, but there could be 2 or 3 assignments missing depending on who you're buying it from. On contract for deeds, similar, check for who the deed it is you're actually buying it from. And the other is, if the land contract is recorded, check to make sure that it's the person from the land contract that you're buying it from. I've had contract for deeds in the past where the recorded land contract, which didn't have a cancellation, was never canceled, and there was a new borrower on a land contract that hadn't been recorded. So that can create a lot of not only confusion, but just a lot more work to try and get one canceled, the other one taken, and sometimes it can be pretty detrimental, and you might have to spend some money to get that last one canceled and the new one confirmed, and also make sure that it is a valid land contract. So it can get very confusing. So always make sure you kind of put the pieces together of when you send it to your attorney, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Attorney, I've got this note that I'm looking to acquire from XYZ, and the collateral file that they had included a note from this date and time in this amount from this borrower. So that's one. Second thing is on getting the servicing notes, whether it's a CFD or a note. I know some people don't get them on contract for deeds. I'm not sure why, but I've heard some people say they don't get those. And if you don't get them from the seller, ask. Just ask for them and say, hey, I want the pay history and servicing comments. They'll provide them to you. They have them. And they're not typically trying to hide anything. So make sure that you get those as well. A lot of useful information in there that I pull out. Phone numbers, if there's any social security numbers, as well as some relevant highlights. And I take that and I send it to my servicer who's getting the loan boarded and say, hey, this loan's on its way. Here's what I'm looking to do on this one. Here's kind of when they run a TLO. Here's the phone numbers that were in the servicing comments. And here's kind of some of the history, because once it gets transferred, a lot of times a new borrower will think the old servicer is starting blind and doesn't know what's going on. And that is not the case, but you also want to educate them with as much information as you have. So thanks for watching this morning. Hope you're having a good day. Remember to listen to us on the Good Deeds Note Investing podcast, and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and hope everyone is getting ready for the holidays, and talk to you later.